Okay, guys, it's Knights Templar back here with Operation GoldenEye. This is 11.7 USA KMT, July of 1941. We're heading towards, we're obviously at the end of 41, going into 42 here pretty soon. Still feeling like shit. I was actually supposed to go to Admiral Seabass's house this weekend and play some 2025, but that got canceled due to other people being sick as well as me. And for you guys that don't know, Admiral Seabass and I only live an hour and 45 minutes away from each other. So he's a pretty cool guy. I really like him a lot. So, but yeah, we were supposed to play a 2025 game this weekend and just couldn't get to it. So anyway, we'll have to reschedule that in the future. But okay, so for US KMT, we've got 6 techs. We're going to try, actually, we got 4 that we can complete this turn. Yeah. And then we've got 1 that's not even on stage 1, and we've got 1 that's on stage 1. So it looks like we've got strategic rockets, heavy bombers, long-range aircraft, and advanced subs. They're at stage 3, and then we've got heavy carriers, stage 0 right now, and then jet fighters at stage 1. So hopefully we can complete that before the end of the game, the jet fighters, because that's the only one I need left to get a victory point, I think, and heavy bombers. So that might work. We'll see. But all right, let's go ahead and do the text, and then we'll get to our combat. All right, got crap in there. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what we got. You get any successes here? All right, so we got a 10, which is heavy bombers. We've got a 12 for gray, that is long-range aircraft. We got a 12 for the purple, that is jet fighters. I can't tell what that is. That's a 6, and this is a 6. What's the blue? Blue is 11, that is strategic rockets. So we got 4 out of 6. So that is actually not bad at all. We did not complete advanced subs. Man, I really wanted that. Okay, so jet fighters goes to stage 2. Long range aircraft will go to, sorry guys, stage 3. Strategic rockets is complete. And heavy bombers, I believe, is complete. So long-range aircraft, jet fighters, strategic rockets. All right, perfect. Okay. Let's go to purchases. So we've got $81 to spend. This freaking camera stand sucks. And we are going to purchase actually we're going to start construction on a fleet carrier for 4. We're going to start construction on 9 light cruisers for 27. Since we do have improved construction, they do get a reduction. We're going to purchase 3 transports for 18. We're going to try to influence Brazil again. We're going to purchase, actually we're going to start construction on a heavy battleship. And we're going to purchase a fighter and a tactical bomber. And that should be 80, and we will save a buck. So I think we're going to, and then for the KMT, we've got $6. We're going to purchase 2 cavalry. Let's go ahead and do the influence roll for Brazil, and then we'll get into combat. All right. So Brazil, here we go. That rolled out of the box, out of the dice tray. That's annoying. All right, here we go. That is a 7. That's a fail. All right, 2 combats we've got in China. We are going to do a combat here in Hunan and in Hong Kong. We're going to take a mountain, moving into Yunnan, as well as a cavalry against that militia. That infantry is in Nanking. And then in Hong Kong, we're going to move in 3 artillery, 2 mountain, 10 infantry against that 1 cavalry. So I will get a -1 since I am tacking into a mountain. Let's go ahead and do the Hunan battle first. There we go. We're gonna, let's see here. We got a mountain at 2 and a cavalry at 3, and he does have a militia. So, all right, here we go. Mountain infantry. That's a 2. Hey, that's all we needed. Nice. He defends at a 2 for the militia. That's an 11. That's a miss. All right, so we take that. We take Hunan, since we failed to do it last turn because of my screw up with the river penalty that I did not. I always tend to forget that, but it is what it is. So KMT will go up from 3 to 5. I think Boston Bruce was at 56, so it'll go to 54. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, on that, bud. So just let me know. I'm sure you'll get adjusted on your end. And then the battle for Hong Kong here. So, but we did take Hunan with a mountain and a cavalry. Okay, so we got to roll 3 artillery. They have first strike, so they'll be at 2. So here we go. And by the way, the cavalry doesn't get bumped up, even though it's a city. It's got to be an infantry class unit, and so the cavalry will still defend at a 2. So here we go with the artillery. Since that die rolled out, even though we got a hit, the artillery, I still want to roll it to... All right, cool. So we did get a hit on the cavalry. And he does not get to fire back. Chat with Pandra J regarding the income for Hong Kong. It will go to the KMT. So that will put the KMT up to 7. Yep, 7. And we take Hong Kong with 10 infantry. Excuse me, 10 infantry, 3 artillery, and 2 mountain. All right, so that is it for all combat. Let's go ahead and go to non-combat. Let's stay here in China. We're going to move this infantry into Kwangtung. And we'll just keep that A gun there. You know, I don't need to move it, so... No, you know what? Keep this infantry back in Yunnan. I'm not even gonna move it. Just gonna keep it there. All right, let's start over here in the Pacific. Let me zoom out here a little bit. This big ass fleet here in 64 is gonna move 3. So from 64, we're gonna go to 1 to 63, 2 to 41, and 3 to 27. And since I am at a major shipyard, I can have a plus movement of 1. So the battleships are able to move to Sea Zone 27. So this will go 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this big fleet will go there. And let's see. And then with this fleet carrier, I just moved them now just to have them on there, but I had a fighter and a tactical bomber. It doesn't really matter. I have an air base here, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So they'll land on the fleet carrier. I just put them on there now just to save time. So, and then these 4 Marines will go with it. We'll go with these 3 transports that are on this fleet marker, which I will go over. And let's see here. These 2 bombers from San Francisco, they can go, since they have long-range aircraft now, let me double check how far they can go. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So, medium bombers can move. They can move 6. Actually, they can move 6. So these heavy bombers are gonna go to they're gonna fly to Washington. So I'm just gonna keep the camera there, move them all the way over here to Washington. And then this cavalry will move. I don't know these. Yeah, this cavalry moved from western states into San Francisco. This infantry will move into southwest United States. These 3 destroyers will move up to 64. So they can all make it. This coastal sub here will move up 1 to Midway from C-Zone 67. And I think that is all the ships that I have over here. Let's go ahead and go over to the Atlantic here. This coastal sub will move from C-Zone 46 to 72. These 3 destroyers will go up 1, 2 to 43. That should do it for the non-combat. So, yeah, since we didn't get Brazil, we can't move anything there. So, yeah, let's go to place units. All right, so these 2 cavalry for the KMT, they will go into Yunnan. Get that on camera over here. We'll go into Yunnan. The fleet carrier, construction of the fleet carrier will go on the production facility chart, as well as this heavy battleship and these 9 light cruisers. So the light cruisers, we had stage 2, and the heavy battleship and the fleet carrier will be at stage 3, which I can complete all of those next turn. This fighter and tactical bomber will go to San Francisco. Okay. One correction that so real quick. 2 of these destroyers, I'm sorry, I talked to Bruce about this already, so he knows what I'm doing. I mean, he's going to find out anyway, so I just wanted to let him know, regarding these kamikazes, if he can use those or not. So him and I already talked on the phone before. So 2 of these destroyers that we're going from 64 are going to move 4. So they're going to go to 63, 61, 40, and then 57. So my apologies on that. And then this destroyer that was part of this fleet here will go to 63, 41, 40, and 39. So I have 2 destroyers there. So my apologies on that. So, yeah, my bad. These 3 transports will go and C-Zone 43 off Washington. And I think that should do it for my place units. Let's see if I don't have any other place units there. So here's the ship and facility production chart here. So got that fleet carrier, the heavy battleship, and the 9 light cruisers that we're starting on. So let's go ahead and go to, we'll just do collect income after. But I want to do the unit descriptions of the territories. So New York, I have 3 infantry. Washington, I have 3 infantry. In C-Zone 43, I've got 3 destroyers, 3 transports. 72, I got a coastal sub. 30, I got a coastal sub. Washington also, I have 2 medium bombers. Over here, in C-Zone 64, I got 3 destroyers. C-Zone 62, I've got a sub. Here in C-Zone 39 and 57, I got a destroyer. Here in C-Zone 27, I've got 5 submarines. I've got 7 destroyers, 3 transports, a fleet carrier carrying a fighter and a tactical bomber, 2 battleships, a heavy battleship, and 2 heavy cruisers. Over here in San Francisco, we've got a cavalry, a fighter and a tactical bomber, and a light tank. And then here in Southwest United States, I've got an infantry. I think that should do it. Over here, just to recap, here in China, I've got in Yunnan, I got 4 militia, an infantry, 2 cavalry, and an AA gun. Here in Hunan, I have a cavalry and a mountain. Nothing in Kwangtung. Here in Hong Kong, I've got 10 infantry, 2 mountain, and 3 artillery. And that should do it. Let's go ahead and go to collect income. This camera stand. Let me just take all this off. So let's go ahead and do the KMT first. So since we did take Hong Kong and Hunan, and so we've got 7 for territory. The Burma Road is still not open, so we don't get a bonus for that. So we will collect 7 for next turn. So 7 for the KMT. Hopefully we can get that Burma Road open here pretty soon. Let's start Lend-Leasing again. The U.S., we didn't gain any territory value. We're at 63 plus our bonus of 12. So that's 75. We saved a buck. That buck was 76. The only thing that we got to do now is roll for our wartime economy, and that should do it. So not bad of a turn. Hopefully keep it under 20 minutes. So high number. Here we go. 7. All right, whatever. I'll take it. So we are at 83 IPP, or 83 banked, I should say, to spend next turn. So that's what, it's, yep, 40, 41. You know what, I'm just gonna do it this way. 65, 80, 83, there. I'll just do it that way. There, 83 to spend next turn. All right, so now that is the end of July of 1941. And I am actually going to kick it off to Global War 36 Enthusiast for Germany 12.1, January of 1942. We'll see you guys next time.